Oh. Yes, people. Hold on. What's going on here? What's going on here? Sorry, lads. Yo, what you saying, Rom? Sorry for being late, people. Smash the likes up on your way in, man. What's it called, bro? I was just arguing on never a foul. Yeah, I'm saying I had to land the minerals and that. Yeah, I'm saying.
What you saying?
No, and they're just obviously, yeah, I mean, they're a bit rattled. Yeah, I'm saying again, George, the Tottenham fan, has so much chest for everyone but his own club. Yeah, I'm saying, but yeah, man, yeah, I'm saying they're just diminishing our win. Yeah, we got Arsenal this weekend, big game. So yeah, I'm gonna be. I was saying I do think we're gonna lose, but I said if Ahmad does start against Lewis Skelly, he's gonna cook him.
Wait, you think you're gonna lose?
Yeah, I think we will lose to
You know what? Do you know what, Touchdown? I used to think you were like, no, I'm not going to say toxic positive, but you back your club. But that surprised me. That's the first time I've ever heard
bro,
you.
Arsenal were the best team in Europe.
Yeah, but even me, I despise your club, vice versa. But I still think you get, obviously, we'll get into the game, break it down. But I think you get a draw, bro. This Arsenal team, right? And I'm not going to I don't mean to throw any shade on them. They're the best in the league. And it took me ages to admit it, but they're going to win the league. They're going to drop points, but City are just worse, and they'll drop even more. I wouldn't be surprised if City drop points tomorrow, for example. I genuinely wouldn't, because Wolves aren't the same team they were a couple months ago. But I genuinely believe we set the blueprint. Now, a lot of people saying Arsenal aren't City. I get that, but the same way you played against City, because I think they had 70% possession. It was like 70-30. You hardly touched the ball, but you were very efficient when you had the ball. It will be the same. I know it'll be tough. Arsenal haven't lost at the Emirates. That's why I said I don't think you'll win, but I definitely think you can nick a draw, because one thing with us, right, if we just had more of a killer in a Salah or Ekitike, I genuinely think we walk away from the Emirates with a win. And some Arsenal fans I spoke to even admitted it, right? You've got your Ahmads, you've got your Mbeuemos, you've got your Cunhas, which I think you should use him as an impact sub again. Yeah, Sesko, cool, he's been up and down, but I think he can still do something. Bruno back in the 10. I'm not a particularly big fan of Bruno, but I know the output he can provide, right? And Carrick actually playing plays in their position. This, for me, has 1-1 or 2-2 written all over it, bro. I don't think Arsenal win this game.
Bro, I swear down. I'm not even joking, yeah. I think if they play, I don't think they'll play the way they played against you, though. I think they'll be more up for it. Do you get what I'm saying? They've had a little bit of a break, some of their players. They'll be more up for it. They know it's the big club in the world. Do you get what I'm saying? The big day out, cup final, etc. Be up for it. They know that, Man City look, right now, there's no real pressure on Arsenal because Man City don't look good, right?
Yeah.
But if they do play the way they play against you, we're beating them because we will score goals. We will put the ball in the back of the net. Do you get what I'm saying? Bruno Fernandes will do something mad. Bruno will say that. Someone will do something. We had a better attack. I said it on Never a Foul, and they tried to. We have a better attack than you had that day. You had Gakpo
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Frimpong is the right wing.
Touchline. That's where my confidence comes from. That you lot will get something. Because listen, for this top 4 race, because I genuinely believe us two are going to leave Chelsea behind. I watched that game.
Newcastle are still in there, but I don't. Not.
No, do you want me to be honest, Touchline? I think for 4 spot, it's down to Liverpool. And you, I think, was it you that said you think Villa dropped down into it? I still think they'll get third, right?
They lost the other day, innit?
Yeah, and they got Newcastle the weekend, which they probably won't win away there because I think Newcastle only lost twice at home this year in the league to us and Arsenal. I think, off the top of my head. But that's tough to go to. And I get Arsenal have a formidable home record. Again, they've not lost at home all season. As to why I think United are good enough to draw. I don't think you're good enough to get a result. But like I said, when we were on the break, our outlet was Frimpong, who doesn't... Listen, he's playing well at the moment, but he doesn't have the best IQ. You've got Mbeuemo and Ahmad, which I think will put the ball in the back of the net. They're more killers than our front three that day. Yeah. That's not mad to say you have a better attack than our front three that day. Our front three that day was abysmal. Gakpo, Frimpong, and Verts in the false 9. Your front three would be better. Your front three will be better. I think genuinely, this ain't going to be...
I'm here to count Bruno, innit?
Say that again? Exactly.
And Bruno.
And Bruno, and you already see the free kick he put past Raya last season. If they get City fouls,
Ray is terrible at free kicks, bro. Saving free kick, even the Szoboszlai one because he's so small.
Exactly.
He sees it so like he's on.
Do you remember the shootout that you beat them in, and he was diving before the?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't think you lose this game. I genuinely don't. I've had a weird feeling because I'm hearing Arsenal fans saying 3-0, 4-1. I can't, and the thing is, right, I keep saying new manager bounce can apply to a lot of managers and new clubs, but I think in this situation with Carrick and United, I don't think it applies. He already knows the club. He's already had a stint at the club. I genuinely think there's longevity to the way you're playing. I think you're going to make it tricky. Put it like this, Touchdown. I don't think you win this game. I'll put it out there. But if United was to come away and give Arsenal their first defeat of the season, I would not be surprised. I just wouldn't.
I just want. I've been on Ever a Foul and everyone's diminishing us and our team's crap. And because now it's the narrative of City lost to Bodo Glimt. But I said it yesterday. I said, why didn't Newcastle beat City 3 days before and they didn't dominate them? They lost 2-0. It's almost like Man United might have affected their confidence. We know Pep's emotional. Yeah, if you get smashed, bro, Pep's going to be like, what the hell's gone on? Yeah, but Bodo Glimt beat them, so our wins diminished. I said, Spurs play them next week. I'd love to see what Spurs do to them next week when they play them. I'd love to see what Wolves do to them. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So I'm looking at, bro, I'll be honest, yeah, we even if we beat Arsenal, yeah, people are still going to hate in it. Do you get what I'm saying? People are still going to hate on us. So big up to everyone in the chat. They smash the likes up on your way, but there's 34 people inside. Yeah, only 8 likes. Get these likes up, man.
I don't think they can hate, and you're going to love what I'm about to say, but it's true. There's no bigger party pooper than United. Remember the run we spoke about last week? We were about to go 20 consecutive wins in the league. Sorry, 19 consecutive wins in the league.
No, it would have been 36 wins in a row, in the league. Yeah, if you beat us at that time.
At the time you beat us, we were about to go on to 19, right? But that you ended, like someone put in the chat, ended their 49 unbeaten streak. There's another record you ended. Someone said it to me the other day. But you're a party pooper. You genuinely ended our title race a couple years ago as well. You genuinely are a party pooper. Genuinely.
No, we end bare records, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? You're right, bro. You're right. You're 100% right, man. Yeah, I'm saying. United did end 49 unbeaten streak, bro. Yeah, like, bro, we are a party pooper, innit? But listen, I'm just keeping my listen. Majority of results I predicted a bad result in. We've won this season. You know what I'm saying? I predicted a bad result in the Liverpool game. I said 3-0 Liverpool. We beat them. I predicted a 2-2 draw in the Sunderland game. We beat them 2-0.
So reverse psychology.
I predicted a 2-0 loss in the Chelsea game. We beat them 2-1. So I've got, I'm saying, I'm keeping the good omen now. I'm keeping the good omen.
Yeah.
But man, like we have got a bad record in the Prem at Arsenal. We've lost see, this is Timmy. That's why you shouldn't be confident. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't be confident. Because when we had a bad record against you lot, and then we managed to stink out our results.
Exactly,
you know
Timmy. They hadn't beat us in nearly 10 years. I know we're not. You know what's mad about this Prem? Because I know, Timmy, you're about to say, but Roms, Arsenal aren't Liverpool. But United hadn't beat us in going. It was. Listen, if it went into 2026, it would have been 10 years on the nose. They're not getting a result. You're about to say, yeah, but we're not Liverpool. But then it's weird because then we play you this season, Timmy, and you've not scored a goal, where they come to Anfield and they scored 2. This season's just very weird, but I agree with that. I can't remember I think the last time United beat Arsenal in the league was when Lingard and Pogba were there, right? In the league.
Yeah. Last time we beat them. Yeah, last time we beat them in the league. We beat them in the FA Cup the year after, and we beat them in the FA Cup last year. Which they love to not count, by the way, because it was on penalties. Last time I checked, mate, if you win the game on penalties, it still counts as a win. You still proceed to the next round. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So we beat them last year.
If that's the case, take away their 2005 FA Cup. With loads of teams don't have trophies if it wasn't for penalties. So
yeah, exactly, bro.
I've never understood that narrative, but I just don't think it will be as easy. Look, if you had to ask me who's favourite, of course it's Arsenal. They're at home, haven't lost at home, top of everything in every competition. Of course they're the favourites, but I just think we've seen. I think I want to know your opinion on this touchline, but I think you're going to stink it out. I think you're going to be even more pragmatic than you was against City, right? I just think
I don't think it was pragmatic against City, though. I think it was on the front foot a bit more.
You're right. I'm being disingenuous. You weren't that, but I think against Arsenal, you will be like. I genuinely believe most of the game will get played in your half. I'll probably say majority of the game.
That's how you beat them, though.
Say it again.
That's how you beat them.
Exactly, and even if you look at Wolves, when they just about straight past Wolves, they played the nastiest low but when they beat Everton started to grow into the game when Gokres got the penalty, when Wolves did, when they had Palace in the League Cup. To be fair to Palace in the League Cup, the second half they weren't parking, they were actually giving it a go. But when you actually give it a go against Arsenal, you can hurt them. Do you know what? For me, that comment that you just put up, I don't think so. Listen, when I first heard it, I was livid, but I do think he didn't understand the context properly. What he's saying is true, though. But it's come on. There's a way.
Never been my manager disrespecting my club like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Never my manager. Yeah, I'm saying it.
Yeah.
He basically said, like, you lot talk about standards, but you've won 2 league titles in 35 years, and he delivered one of those for you. Do you get what I'm saying? So he's got a good point. I actually back him. Do you get what I'm saying? Slot in.
What the interviewer meant, yeah. This is what I mean with the big media outlets, like your BBCs, your TNTs, yeah. She basically meant, do you think you can have an upturn in form or turn around your form in the way you're playing? She didn't really mean successful, because if you want to speak about success, he's had 1 season and won the league. This year, well, I'm getting a bit more confident about another trophy now, but we'll speak about that soon. But this year, he could go 2 for 2.
I hope it's not one with the big ears.
Yeah, that's the main one I'm looking forward to. Because touchline, like I've said to you many times, Champions League, you don't have to be good. And if there's one thing about us, Champions League's only going to get harder. If you look at,
but you've only ever done that once. You've only ever won the Champions League once when you're not good.
I know. But what I'm trying to say is, if you go off this season, as you get into knockout stages, the games get harder naturally. I know group stages are different pressure, but clean sheet against Inter, clean sheet against Madrid, battered Marseille, and it should have been more. Listen, I see Jermaine Pennant come out on TalkSport, right, and he's getting pelters for it, and I don't know why. And I think even as a United fan, you might even agree with what he said. He come out and said Liverpool have a better chance than Arsenal of winning it, and if they face each other, he picked Liverpool to beat Arsenal over 2 legs. I don't know why that's mad to say. This is a team that hasn't scored a goal against us this season, by the way, and in a competition that we've got more history and pedigree. And it's where the Arsenal fans say, yeah, but what about Madrid last season? They had pedigree and we beat them over 2 legs, which I do agree. But you can't knock a Liverpool fan for fancying us knocking out Arsenal over 2 legs. You just can't. Especially in that.
No, I agree. I agree with that. Especially this season, you've beat them. You've beat them, and you've not conceded a goal.
Exactly. I wouldn't. Yeah. I put it like this: I'd rather them than a Bayern or a Barca. Even though Barca played a suicidal high line, I'd rather play Arsenal over 2 legs than the other 2 teams.
Didn't you beat Madrid?
I knew you were going to say that. That's what I just said to me. I know you're going to bring up the Madrid stuff, but I would have Arsenal over 2.
I'll be honest though, it did work because you beat them away from home, and you should have lost that game. You got spanked. I remember Alisson pulled out. That was probably the best performance I've ever seen Alisson have. And I don't really rate Alisson like that, but. Do you know what I'm saying? He saved you like that day from getting slapped up. But yeah, bro, like you're the heritage did kind of work. You beat Madrid, but I don't think you'll win the Champions League. I don't think you're good. I just don't think. And I know you're going to sit here and go, even when we're not good, we don't win we won it. But bro, even that 05 was mad fluky. You were 3-0 down at half time. AC Milan were on the piss up. Yeah, and they just probably let's just take the piss now. Yeah,
you know what, fan, yeah, I'm an honest Liverpool fan. That even the ghost goal against Chelsea didn't go over there. Like, come on, more of the ball was on the line and over the line. And then people say, yeah, but we would have got a penalty and Czech gets sent off, which is true. But you can miss penalties. Do you know what I mean? That these little things can change the outlook of the game. But my confidence just comes from touchline. Like, against big teams, we just know how to play against them. And it doesn't matter what managers, whether it's Klopp, whether it's Benitez, whether it's Slot, we do know how to play against. And you know what, Timmy, by using your logic earlier, touchline, when Arsenal fans saying it doesn't count because you beat them on penalties last season, PSG, people think PSG battered up. Well, by performance, they did. But only at their ground. At Anfield, I think it was more level playing field. But they beat us on penalties as well. It's not like they wiped the floor with us. At their ground, yes.
This is cap. But this is going to bring me on to another topic. And I don't want to do too much on it because we're talking about Arsenal Man United. I'm sure you're on Twitter, so I'm sure you've seen this whole weird debate that's going on. Yeah, it's the most stupidest debate ever. But this is untrue. We won the Champions League with 0 losses as well, mate. Go chirp it up. 08, mate. We didn't win. We won the Champions League with 0 losses. So yeah, again, you're not the only team to win. We didn't lose a game.
Even a one-legged game that year.
No, City didn't lose a game and we didn't lose a game. I'm pretty sure we didn't lose a game, not one. I'm pretty sure we didn't. Fair. Yeah, English teams are the favourites. I agree with that, Timmy. I think an English team. I'm just hoping Bayern. I think Bayern are a top team. I think that when Musiala and Diaz and Davies come in, they're gonna have a sick attack. Yeah,
they're my favourites.
And I think if they played Arsenal again, they would beat Arsenal. Yeah, I do think they'd beat Arsenal.
Fact.
But because I think they'll realise now to go a bit more direct and they'll have a bit more quality as well in the Musialas and the Diaz. Diaz is massive to their press and stuff like that. So I think they would beat Arsenal. But I think, at the minute, English teams, Bayern's defence is not bad, bro. Bayern's defence is not bad. That's a big myth. But we're going to get on to that 08 debate. But I'm pretty sure United did go 0 losses when we won it in 08. Yeah, I'm saying the defense ain't bad. Kim Min Jae's bad, but don't play him. Play Upamecano and who's the other centre back they've got? Upamecano, who else?
Isn't Kim Min Jae still there?
No, but he is trash. Kim Min Jae is trash. There's another one. I'm sure there's another.
Tar.
Yeah, Tar. They just got him. Yeah, they just got him. Yeah, Tar and Upamecano, they're a bit of a bozo, like aggressiveness. They do sometimes run out into the middle of the pitch and stuff like that and do something dumb, but they're solid, bro. They're solid. But yeah, man, we're gonna get onto that. Just briefly. So what's your thoughts, bro? Because obviously you're an older fan than me. So can you just tell these younger Arsenal fans that that '08 Arsenal, because they keep saying that we never beat the '08 Arsenal team. No, we did. We beat them twice in the FA Cup 4-0 when Nani was doing kick-ups. Yeah, but that '08 Arsenal team was a very good team, no? Very good team. They had Van Persie, they had Nasri, they had Clichy, they had Fabregas. They had a very, very good team with a better manager than they've got now.
That Arsenal '08 team were a joke, but I just think in that scenario, Walcott, what you did, Walcott said that unprovoked. You know, it's not like someone asked him, "Do you think the Arsenal?" It's not like someone said, "Do you think this Arsenal team could beat the great Premier League teams of old or whatnot?" He said it unprovoked, and I just think that's a team. That is a team that won the league and Champions League. And correct me if I'm wrong, you got to the League Cup final as well, or semi-final. I can't remember. I think you in '08 you got to a League Cup semi-final as well. You could have done the other type of treble, but when I've actually lived that era and whatnot, that team was a joke. You were coming Anfield every season. You weren't battering us, but you were winning. You were just coming. You didn't even have to play well. You were just coming Anfield and winning at ease, right?
Yeah, just to confirm, by the way, they did go unbeaten in the Champions League in '08. We went the whole Champions League campaign without losing a game. Bearing in mind, by the way, we did it against actual good teams as well. We played Barcelona with Messi, Iniesta. Went to the new camp, kept a clean sheet. We had the best defense in the world. Yeah, I'm saying in the era, bro. They had 14 consecutive clean sheets. I think that was the next season. I think that was next season, but it's still the same defense, isn't it? 14 consecutive clean sheets, bro. It was ridiculous, bro. That '08 team.
I just think, you know, where Walcott shot himself in the foot twice, yeah? You might not admit this as an Arsenal fan. One, it just doesn't beat that 07 to 8 team, in my opinion. And two, do you know what I would say though? People were saying, no one from this current Arsenal team gets into that team. For me, there is one player.
Timber.
There is one player. I think Timber gets in over. I rate West Brown, but I think Timber gets in over West Brown. That's it. I think that's the only. When people saying Saka for Tevez, I'm like, are you mad? Are you?
No, Saka for Nani is the one they push it, bro. I just imagine. Imagine you roll up to Old Trafford and you've got Ronaldo versus Calafiori. Yeah, he'd absolutely murder him. If he get another R charge, do you get what I'm trying to say? He would absolutely finish him.
I'm dead.
Nani would cook the life out of Timber as well. Don't disrespect Nani, yeah, because his stats aren't good. Forgetting that they played left mid, right mid back then. It wasn't even like they were playing inside forward.
They were inverted forwards,
Nani would absolutely cook the life out of Timber, bro. Timber got cooked by Kvaratskhelia. Do you get what I'm saying? So, bro, Nani would do the same thing to him. Yeah, bro. We lost to we lost to Portsmouth, who, by the way, he thinks that's embarrassing because it's Portsmouth, the name. Yeah, and obviously he's a City fan, so he probably started watching football about 5 years ago. Portsmouth won the FA Cup that year, mate.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They were a decent team.
Fratton Park back then. Fratton Park was hard to go to.
If we had beaten them, we would have done a treble. We would have done another treble if we beat that Portsmouth team. We would have went on to win the treble. We lost 1-0. I remember. I obviously I didn't watch the game, but I know about it. We lost 1-0.
How did you do in the League Cup that year? Because I swear you got far. I think you lost in the semis. Because League Cup that year, it was Chelsea, Tottenham. Tottenham obviously beat Chelsea. I think Woodgate got the goal. But I swear United went quite far in most competitions. And that's 07 to 8 Portsmouth team. Again, you're right. MCFC Pappy, you must be a bit young because they had Luar, they had Carney, I think they had Defoe, they had Harry Redknapp, which was a top manager at the time. Defoe, I think, was there. I think he just left Spurs and he went back. They had Carney, Luar, they had he's the guy with long hair. And he used to score bangers from far out.
Yeah, United goalkeeper got sent off, he said. Someone said Ferdinand was in goal that game.
I didn't even know that. But there's no shame to lose to that Portsmouth team, especially that era. Fratton Park was hard to go to. But you know why Walcott?
No, I think it was at Old Trafford. I'll be wrong though. Might be wrong.
No, but I mean in general, you might even if it was at Old Trafford, I just mean in general, facing Portsmouth in that era, it was not easy at all. But another reason why I think Walcott was a bit mad with that, not only that Arsenal team don't beat that 07 to 8 team, he said, that 07 to 8 team was the best team he ever played. Now, this is where you might disagree. You played Pep's Barca. Pep's Barca better than United. Like, I don't know if you would admit that, but for me, they just were. They're the best football team, club football team I've ever seen, right? When Walcott said 07 to 18, maybe he was saying it because Rooney was next to him and I don't know, he wanted to give United flowers. but that United 07 to 8 team, it wasn't far.
Maybe he
off
meant
Barca.
English team though. Maybe he meant English team.
Yeah,
They
true.
Might have meant
Maybe he
that.
did because he didn't specify.
'Cause
Because I've always said that 07 to that your 08 to 9 team, Ronaldo's last season, in my opinion, should have beat that Barca team. I think you had. Remember, Ferdinand come out and said, Fergie got it wrong, and I think Fergie come out and say in his book, right, this is the first game I think I actually got it tactically wrong, but I think because the one at Wembley a couple years later when they beat you 3-1. That's the one where they just destroyed you. But I think the 08 to 9 one was closer than the one.
Yeah, it was. Bro, if we played in this era with that team right now, we would three-peat the Champions League. We got to the semi-final, lost to AC Milan, who had Kaká. You know, the team Kaká, Nesta, Yapstam.
That's the year they beat us in the final.
Yeah, they beat you in the final. Yeah, and if we beat them, by the way, Kaká turned up. So obviously, I'm not going to get into their dodgy dealings with the Royds and that. Do you get what I'm saying? Them Italian teams. But
wait, is that way he made Heinz and Evra bump into each other?
Yeah, that one. He cooked it. He cooked him. Yeah, he cooked him. Yeah, they won Kaká won the Ballon d'Or. They won the Champions League that year. If we had beaten them, we would have done it, and we'd have gone back to back. And obviously, we played against Barcelona. She'd never been in the final anyways because they robbed Chelsea. And they were corrupt anyways. We know about Barcelona, their refs and their dodgy dealings. So we've really truly we could have gone back. We could have gone 3 in a row in that era, which is probably the hardest era of football in terms of how many good top teams there were. Because they had the Inter team, you had the Man United team, you had the Barca team. Real Madrid weren't that good round then. You had
Bayern weren't that good as well. But
Bayern got to a Champions League final though, didn't they? Against Inter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they were actually. They were.
Yeah, I'm saying so. You had some.
Even that United team, right? Again, this is the era where you ruined my life because I remember everything vividly. But you got to 4 Champions League finals in 3 years.
Three. You mean 3 and 4?
3 and 4. Sorry, 3 and 4. 08, 09, then 10 was Inter Bayern, and then Barca and United again.
And 10, 11,
crazy.
We lost our best players, you know what I'm saying? We lost Ronaldo, innit? So we just got destroyed by that Barca team. They absolutely murked us. Messi just decided to turn into an alien that day.
Wait, the 10-11 they knocked you out that year? Not 10-11, sorry. The following year when the Madrid had the green kit, they knocked you out, innit? That's when
that was 12-13 out. Yeah, that was but even that was dodgy. Nani got a red card for kicking the air again. So even that was dodgy. We was actually winning that game and we went down to 10 men. Nani got a red card.
I remember Welbeck played out of his skin. Welbeck played well. Yeah. Actually,
I don't think we would have won it. I don't think we were good enough to win it that year though. I think we would have lost.
I remember 11 to 12. Was it that the first year you didn't come out of the group stages?
Yeah, we got knocked out. We went into the Europa League.
And a Bilbao,
Bilbao beat us.
This is bringing me back. That era of football, it makes me sick.
That season would have been terrible, you know. That season would have been like if that happened now, that'd be banter era, innit? That season. Do you know what I'm saying? 11, 12, and then lost the league on the last minute of the day. Or the
standards were just and do you know what's mad, Touchdown? I know, and I don't want to diminish my club's success in the last 7-6 years, but football was just better then. It's simply even our teams, for us to go 1 trophy in 13 years, for us to go 1 trophy in 13 years, from 2006 to 2019, we had won 1 Carabao in 2012. Even our team from about 06 to 010 with your Torreses, you had Alonso Mascherano behind Gerrard, which gave him the license to go forward. You had Kaut, which wasn't the best on the eye, but he was a big game player, scored against all the big teams. You had obviously Torres then. We should have won at least the champs or a Prem, one of them at least. But football's better then, man. From 05 to about 012, what an era. And you had peak Ronaldo, peak Messi.
Even, I'd say I'd go a bit further, 14, 15, I'd say. That one was really good.
Yeah, that Barca team was great.
I know we were shit. We weren't shit, but we weren't in the Champions League because remember, we were Moyes the season before. Our team was decent-ish. We had Di Maria's and that. But yeah, that 14, 15 year, bruv. That Juventus team, that Real Madrid team, that Barca team, that Bayern team, Chelsea team was very good as well. The Atletico Madrid team as well.
Yeah,
bro, he has some sick teams. And now you've got fucking glorified Stoke City thinking they're on that level. Do you know what I'm saying? With their set pieces, bro. And because they beat a few teams in Europe, but forgetting all these teams are trash.
In response to this chat, a lot of Liverpool fans have this debate. What was better, 18, 19, 19, 20? For me, it will always be 18, 19. I know we lost out in the league, but we were a joke that season. But I backed my 18, 19 team against any Premier League team in history. Any. I'm not saying we're better, but I wouldn't just give it an easy argument. Yeah, Chelsea 04, 05, or United 07, 08.
Yeah, but the argument, I'm not going to argue with you over that, but the points argument just does me because it just makes no sense. Because Liverpool, for example, last season won the league on 82 points. Then the last 4 games, you just took the piss. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You could have got 90 something points and then said, oh, we got 90 plus points. We're better than Fergie's Man United. No, you won the league. Man United finished second the Aguero season where he scored the goal in the last minute on 89 points. We've got more points than we did in the treble season. Is that team better than the treble team? No, it's not. It bottled the league. It got knocked out of the Champions League in the group stages and stuff like that. It's not better than our treble team.
That's
what I'm saying. The points tally don't mean anything because today as well, players are just more fitter. They've got bigger squads. Do you get what I'm saying? The sports science and stuff like that. It's not Man United play that your treble team in a Champions League final. We are gonna absolutely rip you to shreds, because he will just put Nani and Ronaldo on the wings up against. I think he played a Kanji right back. I think in the Champions League final, it might have been no, he played Kanji right back.
It was a
Bro,
Kanji.
and who played left back? Ake up against CR7, and they will just keep interchanging the wings. We will destroy you. We will tear you apart. Rooney up against John Stones. Allow it, bro. Come on, mate. Have a day off. Do you know what I'm saying? Have a day off, bro. We'll tear you apart, bro. We would tear you apart. Explain why your treble team got dumped out the League Cup as well. By who? Who was it that they got dumped? Was it Newcastle? I think that might have been the year after, in fact. Bro, bro, this is what I'm saying. These lot, bro, they're hilarious. These whole like points tallies and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm saying, no, it is true. It is true. They are more. Am I right to say they are more fitter now? The sports science has evolved. The diet's got better. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, they're more injured because they play more, but play more. They put a bit more of a demand. But
do you know,
bro, the squads are big. Like, you make 5 subs now as well. They made 5 subs that season, remember, because of the World Cup rule. They've added the 5 subs in now. So
I think 2 things can be true at once. That I do think players are fitter now, but you did have more injuries because you'll have flying tackles that are red nowadays are reds that you might even not get a yellow for. Do you know what I mean? So both things can be true at once. Both things can be true at once, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That the whole points tally just does one. I do agree that Liverpool team was unbelievable. As much as at the time I was saying how shit it was and how overrated it was.
You would.
Yeah, that Liverpool team was unbelievable. That team, that's miles better than this Arsenal team, by the way. Same with the Centurions, City, and that they're like when a gal was saying like, oh, was the league bad when City and Liverpool were getting 90 points? It's like, no, the league was actually. I thought 18, 19, the league was very good. I thought every top team was good. And for me, I'm elitist. Yeah, I believe that when the top teams are good is when the league's good. Because if Man United and Tottenham and Chelsea are all bad and they're close to Bournemouths and Palaces and stuff like that, that means that we're bad. Doesn't mean they're good. It means we're bad.
Exactly.
We shouldn't be in the same level as them. Do you get what I'm saying? We shouldn't be in the same level. We've got way more money than them, way more spending power, way more pull as a football club. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like we should be up there. I swear you beat them 4 times that season or 3 times that season. You beat them 3 times Champions League, innit?
Twice in the Champions League, once at Anfield, and
you got slapped 5-0. I remember that.
Yeah,
that was Mane red card.
Edison, because if Mane doesn't get sent off early, we probably nick a point from them. But do you know what? Right, this MCF Papi, it was a gold team, but I would say the last 6 months was because remember Van Dijk came in halfway through that season before we had Lovren playing with Skull, right? But what I would say is, the reason why that can't be better than that team can't be scarier than if you're speaking about the first 6 months, you had Coutinho, Mane, Firmino, Salah. That front forward a joke. But then you look at our defense. If you look at the first 6 months, so the last 6 months of 2017, so the first 6 months of that season, we were having to outscore teams. Teams would be scoring 3 against us, and we might have to score 4. I remember we had a game against Arsenal at the Emirates that season that ended up 3-3. We were like 2 goals up, and then Ozil scored. It was crazy. But so that team, I would say MCF Papi, that team was exciting. But no, it wasn't better than 18-19 or 19-20. No way.
Yeah,
no way.
It was a good man. It was a good team, bro. Them teams are good. All those teams are good. I think this Arsenal team's a good team, by the way. I'm not saying it's not. It's not on the level of them teams, and that's fine. Do you get what I'm saying? You can win the league, you can even win the League Cup, you might even win the Champions League, but you're playing it in an era where it's a lot weaker. Do you get what I'm saying? So the other teams are better.
Fan, I think Arsenal. I'm gonna keep it here. If there's Arsenal fans in here, they're gonna probably remind me on other streams. Before ball got kicked, I said they'll win the FA Cup. I said that before the ball even got kicked. Carabao, I think they're now going to win, and I think I think they do a domestic treble. I still don't think they win the Champions League, though. I still don't think that.
Domestic treble.
I think Arsenal do a domestic treble. They call me mad, but I've been trying to fight it for so long. But like you said, everyone else just isn't that good, and they just don't really concede. Even teams that open up and give it a go, I'd say second half we gave it a go, we didn't score. Second half at Anfield, we gave it a go, we didn't score. Right? Chelsea gave it a go. I think scored. What was the score the other day in the league? At the Bridge. What was it 1-0? What's the score the other day?
3-2, 3-2, 3-2.
No, in the league when Caicedo got sent off.
1-1.
1-1. So Chelsea only scored a goal, right? City only got one at the Emirates. Yes, teams are opening up, and the teams that give it a go, I don't think Inter's part of the bus at all. Against Arsenal, they only got one goal. Like, no matter how much you try against this team, it's like you can't really score again.
I think we've got to wait first. I think because I don't think you can ever go. Remember this time when City won the treble their year, bro? They were like 10 points off the top. They weren't looking good. They just got beat by us. So you don't even know. Like, if City go win every game from now to the end of the season, I don't think they will, obviously. But
when you say this is probably the first team since like a Fergie's United where it's just tough to score against. Even the City great teams, you could always score against them. Their Centurions team, you could still score against them. A lot of teams, they would concede quite a bit, but they'll just blow you away. The game
they don't score many goals though in terms of open play. A lot of their wins are relying on set pieces.
I know, but this is my point. This is why I think they'll do the domestic treble though, because in cup football, it's just about. It doesn't even really matter about performance; just win the game. I think you hardly score against that Arsenal team, so I think that's how they'll go far in the FA Cup, and I think they win the Carabao. And then league, look, and I think you would agree, touchline. Arsenal will drop so much more points in the league. How about this touchline? Yeah, I think they're going to win the league on roughly the same points we did, the low 80s. But City are going to drop points. You can't trust this City to go on a mad run how they used to. So for me, I think domestic treble is on for Arsenal. But Champions League, I just still think when the pressure gets to them, and I know they got to a semi, because this is what I always say, and I said this to you last week, touchline, yeah. When Chelsea and City first won their Champions Leagues, they were getting closer. I remember City got to the final 2 years before they won it. They were getting to semi-finals, getting knocked out to Madrid. So the year before they get knocked out to Madrid, the year before that, they lose in the final against Chelsea. Chelsea, just before they won it, they lost to the final against you lot. They got to a semi-final the year after. Chelsea were edging closer. Arsenal are now kind of edging closer. Last year, got to the semi-final. Year before that, I think got knocked out in the quarters to Bayern, or was it last 16? I can't remember. But
I think City could beat them though in the final.
Arsenal,
yeah,
they could, but I just think that's got a stinky 2-1 or 1-0 written all over.
Yeah, I think it's got a 0-0 or something. City on pens, because especially with David Raya on penalties, yeah, and Donnarumma on penalties. Yeah, long man. I can't lie. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, but you're right about that Champions League thing. You're right about that.
Timmy, you're not getting what I'm saying, right? I know you went to one in 06, but I mean but before a team wins it for their first time, normally years before that, they're edging closer. They get into semi-finals, they get into finals.
He doesn't mean that Arsenal team. He means this Arsenal team.
Yeah, I mean this Arsenal team.
You have to build it up, bro. You have to build it up.
And you have been doing that, to be fair, because even the PSG, even the one at Emirates, again, you just couldn't score. But I'd say second half, you did bring it to them. But that early Dembele goal, I just think kind of... And the one thing which annoys me, right, and it makes me sick when Arsenal fans say this. Say that again.
This season, PSG have been terrible, bro. They've been terrible.
I didn't realise.
Coupe de France. They won the final, actually. They should never won the final that they won, though, but they won it.
Yeah.
And they're second in the league.
And this brings on to my point. I don't check that table. You see, when it comes to Germany and France, I just assume PSG and Bayern are top.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Before the stream, my boy said, PSG play tonight. They're second. They have to win. I was like, they're second. Then I checked Lon's got Marseille though away. So I might actually look into that league for the running, right? But I couldn't believe they were second. I could not believe it. But
they got to click. They got to click. I just, the only thing is they were a bit like this last year, and then they clicked.
Yeah, from about this time. From
about this time. So if they just click, I wouldn't really want PSG to win back to back. But I feel like if PSG could just knock out Arsenal, Liverpool again, like they did last year, and City get destroyed by them.
You know what's so mad, touchline, yeah? We're going to get top 8 now. I think even a draw, I don't want to draw against them, even a draw against Carabao probably confirms us top 8. But people think, the higher you finish, the easier the draw. What's now going to happen is I think there's going to be a few big European teams in the playoff spot. We're probably going to draw a big one in last 16. I think we get home. I think if you finish in the top 4, you get home advantage. So the top 2 get home advantage all the way to the final. But I think if you finish 3rd or 4th, you get home advantage for the last 16 and quarters. Correct me if I'm wrong. Last 16 is 100% because it's seeded. But correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. I think quarters as well. If you finish 3rd and 4th in the league phase, you get home advantage again. So
Yeah, I think PSG aren't doing well in the Champions League as well. They lost the other day.
they've got a tough game. Let me check. They play someone away in their last game, and it's not an easy game.
They just don't have a big squad, do they? PSG. Like they have a starting 11, and their bench ain't that good. But touchline last season, Liverpool. By the way, smash these likes up, man. There's 40 people inside, only 18 likes. Come on, we get these likes up, man.
Come on, smash them. They got
Touchline
Newcastle at home. They should win that. To be fair,
I don't know, win that. They win that, but I don't know what the group's saying. Anyways, they might. I don't know if they're 2-3 points or whatever. Liverpool had 51 points after 22 games this season. We have 50, but we just can't win games. No, you can win games, but it's how you're winning games. Is my thing. Yeah, with Arsenal. It's like if the set piece don't land, which to be fair, it is landing a lot. I think so. I can't remember the stats. Someone said something that majority of their games they've won this season they've scored an opening goal for a set piece. Now if they play Barcelona, I said it the other night, they play Barcelona right now, they'd slap Barcelona. That's another team we haven't mentioned. They'd slap them. But
they lost at the weekend as well to Sociedad, which aren't really playing.
Bro, they're so bad at defending, bro, for set pieces as well.
Bro.
Yeah. Get torn apart.
The things with Barcelona,
Jokeres against that high line, crazy.
MCFC Papi, yeah, similar to what you're saying about our 17 to 18 team. Barca remind me of that where they will still outscore touchline, and there's no away goal rule because as bad as their high line is and their defense is, and I think Pedri's out for a month now. I was reading it somewhere. I think he's out for a month. He always get injured, and then he'll come back, but he'll probably come back when it matters. But that Barca team still outscore you because look. If it weren't for Serbia in the last minute, and that goes for penalties last season, they set up a final against PSG. So you could still never write them off. I think if Rafinha, Yamal, Lewandowski probably come alive in the knockout stages, if Pedri can come back, they still have 5 or 6 players that can just turn it on. So you can't.
They've got a really good attack, Barca, but their defense against
got Marcus as well.
Styles make fights in it. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah, man. But what else was I going to talk about? Liverpool. Obviously, I think we all know that Slot's going to leave in the summer, probably.
Yeah.
It's going to probably be Xabi Alonso, I'm guessing. I know a lot of your fans are trying to talk about Enrique and all that stuff. Again, you lot never learn. You lot never learn. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if Enrique's coming to somewhere, he's coming to Man United. Yeah, I'm saying he ain't going to go.
Do you think he'll go City?
No, bro. Even I saw someone say earlier, and I couldn't believe no one thought this. Bro, he binned off Donnarumma because he fell out of him and didn't like him. He ate Donnarumma.
True.
Yeah, and then why is he going to go City for Donnarumma? Like, he ain't going to go City.
Then City have a proactive board where
City are getting Maresca, mate. That's already done.
Probably.
I'm guaranteed. I reckon. We know last season where Pep fell out of his wife or whatever, yeah, and he fell and results collapsed. I reckon they got back together. I reckon he told him one more year. Just give me one more year.
Yeah,
and then I'll leave. I'll try the league one more time.
I've said it, bro. Like, and Big Steve was even saying on the Big Six yesterday that he just looked at Pep. He was in, but he went to the Bodo game. Big up, Big Steve. And he was like,
there's a lot of rumors around it, isn't it?
He just looks like a broke. Like, he just looks like he's not up for it anymore. And that's Big Steve saying that. One of the most positive City fans you'll see. I've said it. Everyone kept saying Pep will stay at City for exactly 10 years because I think his first year was 16, 17. Yeah. He'll do 9 years. For me, he leaves this summer.
9 years, 10 seasons, I think.
Wait, did he join at the start of the season or in between a season?
No, he joined the start of the season, yeah. 16, 17, 17, 8. Because he's won 6, right? And he's not won 3. So I just do it that way. He's not
9
won 3.
Seasons. It'll be 9
and it's going to be 4 this season if he doesn't win it, or he's going to win 7 and 3. So, never a foul raided. Oh, big up, never a foul for the raid. Smash the likes up when you're weighing people. Big up to Dats for that, mate.
The thing is, big manager. I feel like big managers interview the club. The club don't interview them, right? And I do believe you made a good point. Why is he going to go to City when he's just been off Donnarumma and he's their starting keeper? But City have one of the most proactive boards. Who's to say City just don't say to Enrique says to City, yeah, cool, I'll come, but I want a new keeper. They'll probably front the funds for him to get a new keeper. And then Donnarumma will get a big move other players because as much as City have been exactly not as much as they've not been the best this season, Donnarumma's still one of the top keepers. He'll still get a move, but I can see Enrique going to City. I can. If Pep leaves in the summer, I can see it happening.
No, I think that Maresca thing's already done. Do you know what? Just before we again, this is digressing now because I talk about that Pep, but you know, like you said, it looks done and that.
Yeah,
I think that does show how good Fergie was, though, innit? Being at the same place for 26 years, no
26
break.
years is mad.
Yeah,
it's
and
mad.
To be fair, I think Pep said that.
What
himself.
year did he join you, lot?
Pep said the hardest things ever. He joined 88. I think he joined November 85, but 85, 86. That was the season he joined.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying 26 years of just constantly no break, keep going. And Pep, I think Pep said it himself. There's no idea how Fergie did it. Just the same players,
Or rebuilds as well.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, but the same core of players from when he first won the league. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Well, not when he first won the league, but when like he built that team of the 95, 96, and he had the Giggses, the Scholes, the Beckhams. Well, Beckham left a bit early, to be fair, but you know the core of that group. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And how he kept motivating them, kept him going. That type of stuff, is like, bro, I think Pep said it himself how massive that was and how mental that actually, was of an achievement. Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, like Pep Guardiola's now, look, people say, I think he does leave. As I say, I think it's to do with his wife. Same. I think, he broke up with his wife. I think his wife's probably going to tell him,
Do you know what?
He probably told his wife 1 more year and give me 1 more year at City, try win the league again.
I'll go as far to say this. I think Pep doesn't manage a club again. I think if he had his next job will be for a national team. It won't be Spain because Catalonia and Spain, like they've got the political that I don't know the ins and out, but I know Catalonia.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
It's like Liverpool and Scouse not English that we don't.
But their one's actual real. You don't make yours up. You don't make yours up.
But I think
there are a lot of Scousers that play for the England and sing the national anthem, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know. To be fair, Curtis Jones, I know he's only had like 2 or 3 call-ups, but to be fair, he doesn't sing it. I think he murmured it in one when the camera went past once.
Trent did.
Yeah, I know Trent did. But
Rooney did. So I think, to be fair, actually, Rooney might not have actually. Man. Especially likes have been way in, but people got 200 people in there, only 33 likes. But yeah, man.
What I would say is, I don't think Pep manages a club again. I could be wrong. I just don't think he does. I think what does he have to prove? The only thing you could say in his Bayern tenure is that he didn't win the Champions League, but he won everything at City, won everything at Barca.
Yeah,
say that again.
When people say he didn't win the Champions League at Bayern, it's the same with like RO8 team we were talking about earlier, like the teams we played against. They lost to the Real Madrid team with Ronaldo, Bale, and they slapped him that day. And lost to MSN, and he lost to that great Atletico team as well, which were a bad boy team. Yeah, so he lost a really good team.
I wish they won a Champions League, Simeone deserved at least one.
One out of them 2 finals. And the thing is now, sadly, he's washed. I don't. To be fair, we've got the Spanish Simeone in our league right now.
Do you think he's fully washed? Like you think he could like revive his career?
Bro, he was playing Conor Gallagher left mid. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like he's washed, bro. He's washed. Do you get what I'm saying? As much as I listen, Simeone, I'd love him to win another league. Love him to win a Champions League. He deserved it. I think if he had that team in this era, you've seen how good Arsenal are. Yeah, I'm saying, as I say, we got the Spanish Simeone. Yeah, I think they would potentially win a Champions League this year, but I just don't. I think he's washed now. I think he's hard washed. He's not won a trophy in 4 years.
By his stand, but I can't lie, to win 2 league titles and I think he won 2 league titles within 4 seasons for Atletico Madrid. He'll forever be a god there. I saw what do you call it? A picture on Twitter. And it showed Atletico Madrid since his appointment, and it showed all the managers of Barca and Madrid. They've both had about 10 managers each.
Yeah,
8 to 10 managers roughly.
He spent a lot of money though. He spent a lot of money, Simeone. He spent a lot of money, bro. Simeone.
So João Felix is his highest signing, isn't it? Wait, João Felix was 9 figures, wasn't he? He was 100 or.
Yeah, he was 100 million. He's 100 million, I'm pretty sure, because they sold Griezmann in it and then bought Felix as the replacement. And he also spent about 95 million on Julian Alvarez. Do you know what I'm saying? He spent a lot of money, bro. He spent a lot of dough. So
even Suarez at the time, it doesn't mean that, but I think they paid 50, 60.
No, Suarez was free. No, am I right saying Suarez was free because his contract ran out and they didn't renew his contract?
I swear he had a year. You might be right, actually, but I can remember. I swear he had a year left, and they.
I'm sure because I remember Messi when Messi got rattled and started posting things on Twitter because they didn't renew his contract.
Yeah,
right. Give him a farewell. Yeah, he joined. Oh, no, I swear. I remember it was 96, and I knew it was November. I thought it was November 95, 86 season. Like no, maybe it was November 86, 86, 87 season. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the year Everton won the league that year.
You know what? This is why I understand the word patience, because obviously from what I read and whatnot, apparently your fans just did not want him after like a year or 2.
Nah, to be fair, that is overstated though. There was a banner that someone held up saying 3 years of excuses, Tara Fergie. That guy, he's still, I think he sees the goal of today. But I think it is a bit overdone, to be fair. I think some people do overdo it when they when they say that, oh, United fans wanted him out and stuff like that. Like, I don't think many United fans would have wanted him out. Do you know what I'm saying? United fans are quite loyal to managers. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not so much loyal to players, but quite loyal to managers. So yeah, I don't think
I'd say both of our clubs, even our clubs, that even the slot out thing.
Not with the slot though. I don't think with slot though. You don't.
But the pendulum's changed. It swung again into Slot's favour because now you're getting a lot of Liverpool fans saying, you know what, maybe we should give him another go. But it will be typical for us because we're in the title quickly, and not title race, but in the title of the show, obviously quickly. I'm going to sum up the Marseille performance like in a nutshell. Both fullbacks are slowly proving me wrong. I'm not going to apologise just yet, but Kirkhead and Frimpong. Kirkhead's about for the last month or so been playing well. Frimpong obviously giving us that outlet, and it's no shock that our fullbacks play well. Liverpool play well. That's kind of been our DNA the last 6-7 years. But we actually had a performance that finally matched the result. And I can't lie, this has bought Slot a bit of time. I even think if Slot had a few more bad results, he still stays until the summer. But what I will say, Touchline, is it will be typical Liverpool to now draw against Bournemouth because after we beat Inter, City smoked us. After we beat Madrid, actually, I think after we beat Madrid, City smoked us. And then after we beat Inter, I think we actually won our next game. But we're very up and down after Champions League games. But I don't know. It'll be typical us to win against Bournemouth. Say that again?
Yeah, we'll get into predictions in before we wrap up. But you think you'll win? You think you'll win against Bournemouth?
Do you know I'm going to back us just?
Yeah, I think you will as well. I think we're going to be about 7th this week because I think Chelsea will win as well.
Yeah, Palace are in. Listen, let's quickly touch on them here for like a good 2 minutes because
do we have to speak about that Tin Pot Club? Yeah,
but I just want to say, I think you might have even said it to me last week. You said you think they could go down, innit?
Next year, though, not
season,
this year.
Yeah. Because Glasson are going, Gahey gone. They sold Eze. Wharton will go. For me, Lacroix's going to see everyone around him, big players leave and be like, hold on, if a big club coming for me, I want to leave. And then Mateta wants to leave this month as well. It could get very dark for them. Very dark.
I'd love it if they got relegated. But then again, some of their fans won't care because they've won the FA Cup. Do you get what I'm saying? So they've finally seen a trophy, that's what I'm saying though. I think that is God giving them their blessing. Do you get what I'm saying? And now they're going down. Do you get what I'm saying?
They've had 13 years in the. I think they got promoted in 2013.
Yeah. They've been in the Prem a lot of times though, because they win the Prem at the start as well, like in the 90s.
Obviously
Cantona booted their fan in the head.
And in it,
Rate the 3, Douglas Luiz, Loftus-Cheek, and Didi. I do it in that order, mate. Start Luiz, bench Cheek.
It's literally that order.
Not doing that order, mate.
Do you know what? Would you say? Yeah, my friend said to me. He said at first he's like, "You're moving mad." Then he's like, "You know what? I actually see where you're coming from." Stylistically, don't you think Krupi Jr. is the French Mason Greenwood? The way they play, the way they strike the ball.
I ain't watched enough of him though. Nah, I haven't watched enough of him though. He looks good though. He does look good. Like his finishing is really good.
Looks like he's just a natural born shooter. And so my boy told me apparently he's not even an out 9. He's like kind of like a 10. But
I don't even know. I said nothing. I know. I swear he scored like 7 goals or 8. No, 7 or 8 goals in the Premier League in like 500 minutes or something like that.
Exactly.
Like,
Henry and Carragher put out the graphs on Monday Night Football, and they did shot conversion. He's got the highest shot conversion rate because, like you said, he hardly plays, but he scores. That goal against Arsenal was quality, and then coming against Spurs. Did he start the Spurs game? I think he might have started that game. But he's going to have a big, for everyone who plays FPL, don't know if you play at Touchline, yeah. Krupi Jr. He's cheap. He's a shout. I'm putting him in my team, but 4.6 million. He might have gone up by now, but
Mateta's going to go. Yeah,
you think he'll go this month? Do you think Mateta will go this month?
Depends if Villa or Juventus want to pay the money for him. Do you get what I'm saying?
Because I hear what he's saying. Him and his camp are saying he wants to play Champions League for the next 6 months to boost his. Let's be honest, he's not getting in that French team even if he plays well. In my opinion,
that's what I'm saying. He's not.
He's not even going to get. He could score 20 goals from now to the end of the season. I still don't think. I saw a TikTok touchline. That French attack is a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke, bro. You've got Cherki, Elise, Dembele, Mbappe, Doué, Ekitike.
It's great. That's 6
players. Yeah,
Barcola. I don't even think Barcola goes.
I don't rate Barcola. Barcola will go because he's going to be a golden child because he plays for PSG and he's French and all that stuff. He'll go, but he won't be on. He'll be.
You think Zaire Emery goes as well?
He's trash, though.
He's trash,
don't he?
Man.
What do you think of Cole Palmer joining us? Yeah, have you seen the Cole Palmer thing to Man United?
I think it's inevitable. It won't happen.
Oh, so you think as well? That's a
Yeah.
Liverpool fan speaking, by the way. You think as well it's inevitable that he's going to end up at United.
He's a
By the way,
United
that
fan.
shout out Kaz and Daps. Daps apparently, I think Kaz said Daps knows people in Wintershore, and they know factually, and obviously Cole Palmer's from Wintershore.
Yeah,
that he said that Cole Palmer does not like it in London. He hates life in London. He hates living there. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm from London and I hate living in London, so I can only imagine what he likes.
Daps was the first to tell me that that Palmer is the United boy. He supports United, comes from a United family. So it's what I will say, touchline note. I don't think it happens anytime soon. However,
I think it happens next summer. Not the summer coming up, the summer after 2027.
Summer 2027.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if Chelsea keep just not really competing as such, because I think the next thing on Chelsea's board, they got into the Champions League. I think the next thing, they need to compete for the league. They've not competed for a league title in what, 6-7 seasons now. But I just think if Chelsea continue not to compete for the league specifically, he probably will want to end up going United, especially if your trajectory looks like it's going upwards.
What's the hype with Strand Larson? He's actually an all right striker for a relegation, for a mid-table side, right? Something like 35 million for him. Is that confirmed? But Spurs, I'm telling you now, bruv, they want to be mid-table, mate. They want to be mid-table. Conor Gallagher, Strand Larson, they're getting all the mid-table.
I've heard of Robertson, and Andrew Robertson's going there in the summer.
Yeah, I heard that as well. Yeah, I heard that they're looking at him. He's a good striker for a mid-table club. Like, he can get you 10 to 12, 13, 14 goals. Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe have a purple patch where score a few goals and stuff like that.
But to be fair, do you know I don't believe Spurs will be in for him? They got Solanke that's entering his prime. They got Colomani's entering his prime.
Yeah, Mawani's on loan though.
Oh yeah, he is in it. But Richarlison and Solanke, they're both actually Richarlison's out for months. I think I read. You know what? They might actually go for him. They actually might go for him because I think Richarlison might even not be back till April. I saw a tweet that Richarlison could even miss the rest of the season. So. Actually, they might actually go in for him, you know. They actually might go in for him because Solanke's the only out-and-out fit number 9. They got Mateus Tell, but he's more of a winger, and I think he's poor anyway. But big up.
Is this confirmed, by the way, Chelsea are looking at Alvarez?
Is that
confirmed? Because I don't see that happening, bro. I think you've got more chance of me wearing a Chelsea kit than Alvarez, bro, because they're with their wage structure, they ain't gonna pay. He could go to any team in the world, bro. PSG, Barca, they pay him 300-400k a week. Why is he going to go Chelsea? Especially when he won't win trophies there and he can win trophies at other clubs.
I think PSG is perfect for him. And then put Dembele back on the right wing. I think it's perfect for him. But apparently there's no smoke without fire. I think he does want to leave Atletico Madrid. He's now looking at it thinking, we're not getting far in the Champions League. We're not going to win the league. Remember, he's come from a City team. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Arsenal been the team I've seen linked with him the most. Out of all the Premier League teams, it's been Arsenal. And you know what?
See that.
Timmy, I think you will agree. I think if you said to Arsenal fans, bin off Gokren and get Alvarez in for 80 mil, they'll take it like that. Or imagine even a swap deal, player plus cash. They give them Gokres. Gokren's in the Atletico Madrid striker, though. Big, kind of, you know, they like the sore loss. They like that type of striker. That's the focal
point. But he's big, but he's big for no reason, bro, because he can't use his body. Do you get what I'm saying? So he's just big for no reason. Like, Alvarez isn't big, though. Yeah, you're right. Alvarez did hate the UK weather. That is true. I can see Arsenal going in for him. I can see Arsenal potential. For me, I can't see him going Chelsea just because of the wages.
If there's an Arteta striker that likes to drop in your Havertz, your Cabrezus, if there's an Arteta striker to a T, it's Alvarez, because not only he can do what Havertz and Gabriel Jesus can do, he's actually scores as well. But then again, you say that, but when he got a run in that City team, and correct me if I'm wrong, MCF Pappy or the City team fans in the chat. Once he got given a run, he would miss a lot of chances. But I think he's matured as a player. He's grown up. How old is he? Still only like 25, 26? We might even be younger.
About 24, might be 24. Yeah, I don't know. He scored like every trophy. Do you know what I'm saying? So, bro, he's unbelievable.
Do you know what, Timmy? That's smart, actually, because I think Jesus and Havertz, you're right. Sat them two off and have Gokres as kind of like your deputy striker, because I can't lie to you, he's proven it in the Champions League. Gokres looks like he's your guy. That finish against Inter was amazing, and Jan Sommer's no scrub.
He's got a bit more space in it.
Exactly. But who's to say that Alvarez can be your main Champions League striker and then Gokres can be your main? Alvarez can be your main Prem striker and Gokres can be your Champions League striker. Because that finish against Sommer, Jan Sommer for me is probably top 10 keepers in Europe. I've watched him enough now. I never used to rate him, but I saw him in the Euros, saw him for Inter. He's a top keeper. That wasn't an easy finish. So I still think Gokres isn't all that, but I'll big him up for that goal.
Yeah, man. There's a question here quickly. Who do you think gets top four? I think you said, you think we're going to leave Chelsea behind, both of
Yeah.
us.
So
Who do you think will be?
Liverpool fourth, United fifth, and I think fifth gets a Champions League spot. I think Chelsea finished
Yeah,
sixth.
fifth. It's 2 leagues, by the way. That two leagues get fifth place, so the English teams are guaranteed to get it because there's no way another league's getting it. It'd probably be England and Germany.
Especially if the top 8 stay how it is going into the knockouts with
Four out of 8, 4 out of 8.
Exactly. I don't think so. I think when it's all said and done, it will be Liverpool because I think Chelsea got Napoli away. They'll draw at Napoli. I think it will be Liverpool. Wait, who else? Wait, how many teams are in the top 8 at the moment? It's Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal.
Oh shit! Are you 20 minutes late?
Oh shit! Yes. I am.
Oh, I thought it started at 2. Sorry, my bad. We'll wrap up in literally about 2 minutes. You lot stay there because we'll hit troops with a redirect. Actually, no, he hasn't gone live. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen, Timmy, you got me shit. Then if you know about back again, then we never start. You know this, Timmy, though, bro. They won't start on time, man. They won't start on time. But I told Troops I'll be because even after this, I quickly got to do something anyway. So I told Troops I'll be about 10, 15 minutes.
Just on this though, we played 2 strikers. So thingy, that's why it was able to do the 4 striker thing. So we played 2. Yeah. You only played 1, so you can't have 4. But
and big up Yorkie and big up Cole and Sharon because they hated each other off the pitch. But the minute they got on the pitch, they put all that aside. That's how you should be. So
yeah, no, they did. They hated each other. I remember someone saying about a story about someone like trying to break. So one of Teddy Sherman, I think it's Teddy Sherman's best friend, broke Andy Cole's leg.
I didn't even know that.
Yes, or it was the other way around. Something like, but I think it was Teddy Sherman's best friend broke Andy Cole's leg on purpose because Teddy Sheringham wanted him at the team or something. I don't know. Something along those lines.
That's crazy.
They hate each other. They hate each other, bro.
But quickly, for prediction again, for the United and Arsenal game, you genuinely think you will lose that game?
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal, and I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool against Bournemouth. I think you'll
I'm going 2-1 against Bournemouth, and I'm going to go to. Sarah's just telling me this is a draw. 2-2 Arsenal and City. And do you know what Arsenal and United? You know what? I'm actually going to throw out another wild prediction. Yeah, I predicted them to win on Twitter, but the more I think of it, if you've watched Wolves recently, they're not the same Wolves. I think City don't make ground on Arsenal. I'm going for a 1-1 draw, City and Wolves.
We'll do. Well, do you know, screw it. We'll do for all the top 6, just before we wrap up, because they're not even gone live yet. I thought they were, but I'll redirect and over to them anyways. So what's it called? Who else? Chelsea got Palace away. What do you reckon? I'm going to go 2-0 Chelsea.
3-1 Chelsea. I think Chelsea actually beat. This is their first comfortable win under Liam.
Is everyone fit? Ashley's a Chelsea fan. Is everyone fit? Does anyone know?
I think they are. Esteban's back because I know he was unwell. There's a bug going around in their team now, but I think everyone's back.
I'll go because that's just fucking jokes, isn't it?
It actually happened. Do you remember
a bug? I remember hearing the story about apparently that Tottenham's team got food poisoning one day on the last game of the season because they and it's because the tea lady or whatever was an Arsenal fan and Arsenal needed Tottenham to lose to get top 4. Or something like that. And
there's all these conspiracies. What I will say, Touchdown, you must have kicked ball with a cold. It's actually when you've got the flu and you're trying to kick ball, it actually affects you. A lot of people have said, it's just a little flu. You couldn't know. If you played football with a flu, you would know. Obviously, your breathing is the same, whatnot. It can be mad. But for me, 3-1 Chelsea, 2-1 Liverpool, 2-2 for your game. I think Spurs lose. Is it a shock if Spurs lose? I think 2-1 Burnley. Burnley beat Spurs 2-1. It'll be typical Spurs to get a 2-0 win against Dortmund and then lose at Burnley.
Yeah, and I think they'll beat Burnley though.
Nah, man. I think Burnley at Turf Moor aren't that bad.
Thomas Frank stay in 10 more years. I need Frank in for that United game. Just that United.
Wait, when do you have them? Next week?
The week after.
So I think you might have them the same weekend we play City. Is it the first week of February?
Yeah, I think it is. No, hold on. When did you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. You played City like the 11th or 12th game of the season, isn't it? Something like that. Yeah, that's when we played Spurs. So yeah, it probably is.
I think the reason Burnley at Turf Moor aren't easy. Like you lot drew against them, we beat them by Hannibal literally waving his arm like dead. Scott Parker's got them playing decent football. I think Burnley beat them, and I think we've covered all the. Yeah, they're my top 6 predictions, man. Yeah. Villa Newcastle is going to be a 3-3 shootout. It's going to be a Prem classic. I think that ends 3-3.
I said we'll celebrate. We'll take our. He lives in Africa, by the way. He said we'll take our pants off and celebrate in the neighbourhood if they beat him. Whitney, but is Robertson a legend? Surely he is, right?
Come on, man.
Best left back in Premier League history for you, lot, no?
100%.
Your best left back in Premier League history.
100%. That's
not
for
the
me,
best left back in
for
Premier
me.
League
I only have Evra and Ashley Cole ahead of Robbo.
You don't have Dennis Irwin.
I didn't watch him. I can't speak for Irwin, but apparently he could play that left back.
Yeah, he was a right-footed left back that was scoring free kicks and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? He is cold.
Timmy, for me, a legend for us, and for me, the third best left back in Premier League history, man. Only Evra and Ashley Cole for me ahead of Robbo. Robbo from about 2016 till about 2022. So he had 6 after the year that United finished above us and won the Carabao, 22-23. That's when I started to see the decline. But them 6 years, Robbo he was a joke. He was a joke. Yeah. Man.
Just before we wrap up, smash the likes up. You got anything coming up? Hit the sub button as well because we're trying to get to 3K subs before the end of this month if we can. We're 102 off, so we're 2 off 2.9K. So if you haven't already, do it. The sub button. There's 160 people inside. Get these likes up. There's 41 likes. When we can get these likes up to 50 likes, you're not slacking with the likes. And you got anything coming up, bro?
Yeah, man. Keep going to Football Verbal. Keep smashing like, subscribing over there. We've got a big interview with someone soon, so I can't actually speak on it, but just keep subscribing. You'll see when it drops. But yeah, man.
Yeah, big up, man. There's another big 16. Oh no, there isn't because Man United are playing Arsenal, and they're both playing at the same time. Yeah, cool, man. Big up though, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? We're gonna redirect over to Troops TV because Roms is going live. We're back again, so make sure you hit him with Touchline Raid, people. I'm out, people. Peace.